What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a sketch illustration of Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's begin today's lesson by defining the basic shape of the head. Now we're going to start by adding some guidelines in the center of our page. Let's start from the very top in the middle. It's going to sketch a line coming down the center, coming all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Now in the middle, let's draw another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to use these two lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page. So from that center point, let's move up. I'm just going to mark off the top of our circle. Let's measure that same distance from the center down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left and then the right side. Let's connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we're just going to rough this in. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement in the center of our page. Always go back and just smooth this out. Now from here, we start blocking out the main facial features. Let's start with the nose. Starting from the center point, we're just going to add a curve going up and then down. From the ends, draw a short line coming down. And we'll just round out the bottom of the nose. Now on the top of the nose, on the side, draw two straight lines going up towards the top of our circle. Let's draw the top edge of the muzzle. From the side of the nose, we're going to bend this out and then come down towards the side, towards the bottom of our circle. And then from the bottom, draw a straight line going across. Let's block in the eye socket. Starting from this point, we're just going to curve this up like a half oval and then bring that down towards that bottom line. And then do the same thing on the right, just lining up the top and then bending that back down. Now I'm just going to round up the bottom of the eyes. Let's draw two circles along the inside, going all the way around and then back in. Now we're going to go back to the outside of our circle and just curve out the cheeks. We're going to go out and then bend that in towards the bottom of the muzzle. From the bottom corners, bend this down and then in, and it'll flatten off the bottom edge of the mouth. Let's move out underneath the cheeks. We're going to draw the jaw. We're going to come down and in, and then we'll round out the jaw, coming down in the middle and then back up towards the right. Now I want to block in the ears. Directly above each eye, let's draw two straight lines going up. Now just up above the head, let's add a curve for the bottom edge of the ears, coming down and then up. Let's draw the outside of the ear, going out and then in towards the top on both sides. And we'll close off the top with a curve, going up and down. Now we're going to bend the top half of the ears. Let's start with the one on the left. Starting from this top corner, bend this up and then out. Come down and then in. Now on the right side, we're going to bend the top a little bit further. Starting from the inside, bend this up and down. And then from the ends, curve this down and then up towards the side. Now with our rough sketch in place, we're going to go back and clean this up by erasing these guidelines. Now I'm going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us modify the shape. Now I'm going to start back at the nose. Let's just curve this up, just smoothing that out. Just working our way along the side. Now it's going to come down to a rounded point along the bottom of the nose. Then along the top, we're just going to lightly add the edge of that bevel. Now just going to work our way around the eyes. And then along the top of the eyeball, I'm just going to add the eyelid. We're going to go up and in towards the inside. So the inside is a little bit higher. Also just clipping off the bottom slightly. And then in the center, we'll draw a smaller circle for the iris. And then even a smaller circle for the pupil, right in the middle. I'm just going to pull the chin up in the middle. And I'm just going to block in the bottom row of teeth, starting in the center with a half oval, and then just working our way out towards the side. Now we're going to go back up to the top and add some shape to the ears. Let's add a thick bar along the bottom. Now I'm going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add some more detail and shading. Now let's go back and just darken up our contrast. And again, just adding some more detail where we need. Now I'm just going to darken up the top of the nose and bring that down towards that bevel. And we'll darken up the side and then fade that in towards a highlight. Now we're going to go in and just fill the inside of the eye sockets, working our way around the eyeball. I'm just going to add a slightly lighter shade to the top of the eyelid. Just going to darken up the side and then fade that in. I'm just going to add a reflection across the bottom of the eye, coming down from the pupil, and then a small highlight on the top left side, and then we'll lightly shade in the outside of the iris. I'm just going to adjust the jawline, so we're going to go a little bit wider along the side. And we'll darken up the top of the mouth along the inside, going around the teeth. I'm just going to lightly fade that out towards the bottom. And now I'm going to move in with the side edge of my pencil and start adding some shading. Let's start with the muzzle. Start by shading in that center and then just fading that down and out towards the side. Now on the side of the head, we're going to add a little bit of a highlight. So we're just going to trace this along the inside lightly. And just darken up the inside and just feather that in. So create a little bit of a reflection. Now we just want to darken up the base of the ears, working around that trim, and again, just fading that up. Now to help give the head some shape, we're just going to shade in the outside and then fade that in. So we're just rounding out the edge of the head. Now I'm just going to pull some shadow out from the side of the muzzle. Now as our drawing comes to a close, we're just going to add a little bit of texture inside the head. And always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.